I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It is Friday morning, the 25th of November, the year 2022, and this is your friend Angus Buchan with a thought for the day. Psalm 103 and verse 9. He will not always strive with us, nor will he keep his anger forever. The Lord loves you and me very, very much. When we make a mistake, all we have to do is to say sorry. But he will prune us. He will prune us hard sometimes. And it is very painful because he's got those secateurs and he is cutting us right back. Why? Well, according to John chapter 15 and verse 2, the Word of God tells us very clearly, and it's so important for us to understand it. John 15 and verse 2. He prunes that it may bear more fruit. I'm a farmer. The more you prune something back, the more it yields. So he will pardon us because he loves us. He will not continue to discipline us, but he has always loved us. Remember that. Our confidence is in Jesus' sweet, unchanging love towards us. The ones that he loves, he disciplines. You know, undisciplined people have a very hard time in life. They grow up, if they haven't been disciplined at home by mom and dad, to be selfish, rebellious, greedy, and totally self-centered. And what happens? They end up becoming social outcasts. If you love your son, you have to discipline him. If he is disrespectful towards his mother or towards his sisters, he needs to be dealt with very firmly, so that when he grows up, he will know how to respect ladies. He will know how to protect old people. But the boy that is undisciplined becomes a menace even to himself. Folks, I want to say to you, I remember like yesterday, a phone call from a minister who wanted to come and see me. I said, I really don't have time. He says, it's so important, Angus. I have to see you, and I have to see you soon. I made a very special exception for him. I said, I'll see you on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock in my office at the ministry. I was there waiting and he arrived. And he brought two little children with him. They were beautifully dressed. The little girl had a beautiful dress on. Her hair was in ringlets. She had beautiful blue eyes and blonde hair. Her little brother was very beautifully dressed as well. They would have been maybe 3 years old, maybe 2 or 3 years old. And I opened up the ministry office, brought them in. We sat down and he told them to go and play. And as I started to listen to what he wanted to speak to me about, it sounded like there were terrorists in the office. They were running riot. They were running on top of the coffee table. They were pulling out the dry flower arrangements. Every couple of minutes they were running in and tugging their dad's shirt because they wanted to speak to him. You know, folks, I'm laughing, but I'm sad. After a couple of minutes, I said to him, this meeting's over. He couldn't believe it. He said, I've driven 600 kilometers to come and see you. I said, I'm sorry. I can't speak to you like this. And I left him. I want to say to you, do not be afraid to discipline your children. Jesus bless you and goodbye.